Manx Radio's Countryside is brought to you by NFU Mutual.
Hello and welcome to this week's Countryside here on Manx Radio. I'm Simon Clark.
And I'm Kirree. I caught up with the Royal Manx Agricultural Show Secretary, Carol Kennick, and I also heard from the young farmers.
And I went along to the 74th Sulby Horticultural Society show, spoke to one of the prize winners and also the Secretary. Well, Kirree, it's still dry, the land, isn't it?
It is exceptionally dry. It really is. The rain on the Southern Show Day did a little bit, but we could do with some more.
Yes, and a lot of the farmers have been praying for more than thunderstorms that happen because of the puts the nitrogen in the air, save them buying fertiliser at this stage, isn't it?
And that cost too, Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're delighted. But, farming is quite tricky at the minute. It is very, very dry out there. I do believe the milk industry is getting a little bit of support, but it won't be far away to see the beef and sheep farmers getting some support too.
OK, well, we've had the Southern District Agricultural Society show, but the Royal's not far away, Kirree.
It really isn't, and I popped out to Knockalow there to see how the showground was coming on, and I caught up with a very busy Carol Kennick. There's some new changes this year, Carol. I do believe there's a layout change.
Yes, to us it's quite major, but the general public may not perhaps see it quite the same as we do. We're very restricted with our electricity supply, so that does hold us back a little bit. I've been moved closer to the gate. Chances are next I could be in the car park. Year after, maybe down the road.
I do not think so.
Who knows? No, we've created... Tried to put like-minded businesses and like-minded tents in the same place. So we have a Manx produce area, which incorporates the DEFA, producers marquee, our own trade table. We've created a food court. We've listened to a lot of feedback that we've had over the years, and people have asked for this. Our own two Royal Manx catering outlets have remained exactly where they've always been, the Country Kitchen and Burger Queen. But our outside caterers, the majority of those are in an area altogether towards the bottom half of the field.
And I suppose that's what's needed, isn't it? People can go and make their choice, and also, like you say, it's further away, so you have to go through the whole of the showground to see all things on the way and also get a lovely feed. And it is great that Manx local produce outlets are here to support us. It's so important.
And it is, and that's what we, the farmers, besides being farmers and exhibitors, we're also producers of food. And it's a major thing. The Royal Manx is all about education, and this is part of what we're trying to do, educate people to eat Manx food.
Yeah, absolutely. And entertainment for this year, Carol, I do believe there's lots going on.
Yes, we had major coup. We've managed to get hold of the Land Rover display team. They come with a crescent shape, moon shape, like trackway. They have professional drivers, and those drivers will then take the general public up and down and around on these tracks that they have. So we're all looking very, very much forward to that.
And that is something very different indeed. But, 4x4s are so essential on farms, and not everybody does get a chance to have a ride in it. So this could be pretty special for them.
Very much so. I just hope there's not too many sheep running around that they have to leap out of and try and catch. But no, that's a different story.
But we'll have our good old faithful entertainment as well.
We do. We've got Paul Hammond. He rides the quad, and we'll be doing his stunt show. K9X, a dog display team. Richard Crow and Freddie with their sheepdog trials. Sheep shearing, and this year we've talked about it for a number of years, and we approached the Manx Fell Runners. And they've come on board with us, and we're organising a fell race for the Saturday of show day.
Well, for all those feeling a bit active, goodness me, and what a scene it is here, right under Knockalow, under the Corrins Folly. It is part of their scene normally, I suppose.
Yes. So they will start at their usual time of races at 1:30. They'll go down through the show fields, up Knockalow Beg Lane, round the back of the Folly, round the back of Knockalow, and back down through in what we call Gate B.
And obviously there's the livestock and the fur and feather.
Unfortunately, we have no fur and feather. We made the decision with the bird flu that the most responsible thing to do, we liaised with the exhibitors. I've spoken at length with Amy, the government vet, and as disappointing as it is for all of us, we just decided that for this year, unfortunately, it wasn't going to be. Livestock, we're very, very pleased with our entry numbers. The beef entries are up, and what's really encouraging is our young handlers really are growing year by year. And we're so grateful to these young people who are taking the interest in what is the backbone of the Royal Manx. We are an agricultural show, and that is what we will be.
And it is so lovely to see them out there in their little white coats, 4 years of age, hardly 2 foot tall, with a lovely beast on the end of the rope. But, that is, like you say, the future of these shows. And this year, Carol, the borders are now open. Will there be UK judges?
Yes. We've been talking about the last few shows that we've had, and fingers crossed we pull off the 2 days this year. This will be our first normal show since 2018. 2019, of course, was our very, very wet year, which we don't talk about anymore. 2020, there was no show because of COVID. Last year, we had a cracking show. It was an absolutely bumper show, but because the borders were closed, we were very restricted and we kept it island local. So this year, yes, we do have UK judges. We owe it to our exhibitors. Yeah. These people put hours, months, years of work into these animals, and we recognise that. And this is our thanks to them that we do bring over UK judges.
But that said, I think some of the Manx judges we have used are equally as capable as our UK judges, and I'm sure they would have been delighted to step into them show rings last year.
Very much so, and in some of the sections we have decided that we will actually alternate. So with a UK judge for beef this year, there's nothing to say that next year we may have a local judge, because as you say, the expertise can't be overlooked of what we have here on the island.
No, absolutely. And tickets, Carol, are all online now, or can they be bought at the gate as tradition?
Traditionally, yes, we can buy on the gate. They're online. We've also got outlets at Thompson Travel, Celtic Gold in Peel, and Wynn Boutique in Laxey. Just a mixture, but just come along. You can certainly buy on the gate. Cash and card, both can be taken.
There we go. That was the Royal Manx Agricultural Show Secretary Carol Kenyock.
Yes, and sounds like it's always hectic at the last minutes as always, but there isn't much you can do, because I suppose there's so many last minute changes, people deciding they want a pitch on the tent, or something like that on the ground, isn't it?
This is it. There's always room for new exhibitors or new stall holders, and they're both shows are very accommodating to that. And to see the new show layout for this year, a huge change, like Carol said, for the show committee. But whether the public will like it or not, we don't know. But change is always good, though.
Yes, it's changed before, it'll change again. Right, I popped along to Sulby. They were celebrating the 74th Sulby Horticultural Society show. I spoke to one of the junior winners, Kenzie Phillips, but firstly to a delighted and tired Kirsty Martin, the secretary.
Our 74th annual show. Obviously we had a 2-year break with the whole COVID. So we've kept it true. This is 74. We haven't skipped on a couple of years there. So yeah, really, really wonderful day. The weather's come out as usual for us, sunshine in the north, and the show hall is full, which is fantastic.
Yeah, when you say about the 2 years missed, and how keen were everyone to get back into it?
Really difficult to say. The weather always plays a part in the entries and the types of entries that we get. When it rains heavily in the week or two before the show, we get a lot of handicrafts and craft work and baking. This year we've had, as you know, the weather last weekend, we were all worrying those with flowers and vegetables. It was looking a little bit dodgy. But this year in particular, soft handicrafts has been a huge class. So that has to have something to do with COVID. I think people were at home, they were making, they were learning, and they were doing, and they've brought it to the show today. Yeah,
it's excellent to see, because when you walk around the hall here at Sulby, it's just a perfect size for it, really, isn't it? And it just makes that mix of colour, paintings, photographs, art, the confectionery.
It does. It's really well spaced. This is a smaller show compared to the 2019 show. I was thinking first show back we'd have about 500 entries. We've actually got 920 today.
Really?
Really. And absolutely every exhibitor that's come has come and collected their entry cards, so I believe that's a true figure in the show hall too. We've also had an awful lot of brand new exhibitors, first time, never been in a show before. So when you see the results and the result sheets and the prizes and trophies, they're all going to different people who've never been in a show before, which is fabulous.
Well, the best in show has been won by a first timer, hasn't it?
It has, yes. It is a lovely cross-stitch, a country scene, so really pretty, badgers, foxes, squirrels, rabbits on it, so very unusual. Our show opener, Mr. Robert Watson, judges our best in show, and he said without a shadow of a doubt that was his favourite item. So many congratulations to Kirree Brown for getting that best in show. What a wonderful surprise when she comes back this afternoon.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Because we've got first-time winner of Kirree, first-time shower. The young one there who won the best in show for the juniors, was it?
Yes, Kenzie Phillips. The junior best in show is quite a trophy. It's quite possibly 2/3 the height of Kenzie, particularly lovely with the bumblebee colours, because the bumblebee is so important to a lot of our exhibitors and to get us here with our fruit and veg, etc. So yes, it's lovely. The two best in show prizes are really lovely.
The great thing is you can walk down the side where all the Victoria sponges and the scones, and you just want to pick them up and eat them. It's mouth-watering. And you go round, look at the pictures and the paintings, the craft, come up the other side past the flowers, and you get that smell of them and the vegetables. It's just a great mix.
It is lovely. We've tried to diversify over the years, but we have tried to stay true to some of the traditions as well. So yes, you do wander past the cabbages and it does smell like cabbage. You do wander past the cakes and there are calories in the air. There's a particular area that's very popular this year, the alcohol, the home brew, that has also a special ambience all to itself.
Well, it was fairly difficult for me to get in the door, Kirsty, before, because everyone was queuing up to get some raffle tickets there.
Yes,
it must be a holiday in Australia or something to on offer.
Well, almost. It could be the start of somebody's holiday to Australia. Yes, special thanks to everybody who's contributed to the raffle. We do publicise as much as we can on social media who's donated prizes. The star prize this year is the Alan Steam Packet travel voucher up to the value of £200, which we're incredibly grateful for, along with all of the other. I think this is the biggest raffle we've ever had, so there must be in excess of 40 to 50 prizes there.
And the usual homemade cakes and sandwiches and everything in the canteen here.
Yes, the Sulby Methodist Church ladies are helping us with the kitchen and refreshments this year, and there is quite a lovely selection, as there always is at the Sulby Show.
So let's get a chat with the Junior Award winner, Kenzie Phillips. What have you won the prize for?
The best in the junior photographs.
Right, a photograph. And what was your photograph of?
My pet dog digger.
Oh, not a JCB digger.
No.
No. Did you think it would win?
Not really.
No?
No.
And what about when you seen your name with the first prize by it?
I was happy.
Well, that's a good way to be. So winning the prize, I mean, what do you get for it? £1,000 or something, no?
Well, no. You get like a big junior cup.
And what else? Seen some other things like shields and things there. Is that part of it?
Yes, I got a shield for the best photo.
Yeah. And what about prizes? Do you win every year?
No, because I was the flower girl last year.
Yeah. And how many times have you won?
Once, this is the first time.
The first time?
Yeah.
Well, that makes it even more special then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And what did you put any other things in as well as your photograph into the competitions?
I did cross-stitch, painting, and I did a drawing, and a miniature garden.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been busy then.
Oh, and a welly.
And a welly?
Yeah.
Why, it's not raining. And how old are you?
I turned 8 a few weeks ago.
And which school do you go to?
Sulby Primary School.
We'll let you to go and get your prizes then. You're looking very happy with a big smile on your face. Congratulations and well done.
Thank you.
And Mum is here too. You must be pretty proud of the young one.
Oh, absolutely. It's nice that she's won.
Yeah, he's jumping up and down
It's
here.
nice that she's got something back for all the effort.
Well, when she said about entering all these things, not just the photograph that won, the garden and paintings and drawings.
Oh yeah, we've had an action-packed week leading up to show day. Lots of glitter everywhere.
Well, she's not the only prize winner in the family, I'm hearing.
No, my onions have also won. So rather proud of that. And my floral arrangement with the theme of the Jubilee, that has also won Best in Section. So yeah, super proud.
Whose do you think was the best, the onions or your picture?
Picture.
Well, Mum there, and Kenzie Phillips as well, and before that, the show secretary of the Sulby Horticultural Society show, Kirsty Martin, and what a colourful display it's always there. It's just a lovely size to an event like that. The smells at them shows, great, aren't they?
They are absolutely wonderful. They're such an asset to the Isle of Man. The horticultural shows are so well supported still to this day, getting the young people involved with the making animal from the vegetables and the small little arts and crafts, but also my favourite, the cake section.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely.
Yeah. Did you do many cakes yourself?
No, I just eat them.
Oh, fair enough.
No, but the skills they have there and the talents to bring out all those jams and chutneys and just the time and effort that goes into supporting those little events, it's absolutely crucial.
You're listening to Countryside here on Manx Radio with Kirree Kermode and myself, Simon Clark. Well, with the aroma of cakes still in my nose, there's plenty of cooking going on around about and plenty more.
This is it. The Federation of Young Farmers were busy cooking at the Southern District Show. I caught up with Nikki Kane and some of the other members from the Federation to see how the Southern Show went and a look forward to the Royal Manx.
Yes, it was a tad on the wet and windy side, but it was just a great day and lovely to see all the young farmers taking part in all the different activities that were on to offer.
And that's it. The young handlers, they were in abundance, especially in the dairy sections. But then the sun shone for Sunday for the cookery competition.
Yes, the cookery competition. It was great to see 3 of the clubs take part and make a delicious buffet for the Queen. It was great. There was fruit salads galore. The eventual winner was Central, who even brought Paddington Bear along for their display, which was great.
It is always a great competition. And who was the judge this year?
This year, the judge was Helen Crosby. And she was wonderful. She loved taking part. She brought her super expert helper, Hetty, her daughter, who was very critical on everything there was to offer, especially on the taste testing along the way. On the Saturday, we had our own stock judging, which was great. We had lots of people come and take part. We were very lucky that Peter Quayle was our super expert judge. He's a super judge and just an all-round great man, and he was brilliant. So we judged beef, sheep and goats this year, which has been great to have something a little bit different. They were lucky enough that Southern did a stock judging earlier on in the year, so people are able to remember all the top tips from that and put it into this year. And our winner was Emily Kelly.
We should have 4 mare and foals next year, so hopefully we might be able to bring them along and we can have a go at horse stock judging.
Yeah, now that will be a challenge.
Definitely different. Always good.
Now the Royal Show is just ahead of us now, and Bryony, you'll be all geared up for that.
Yes, preparations are well underway. We had a good scutch of members down at the show field on Wednesday night to get our tent up on our pitch. So at the moment we're just prepping for the stock judging, which will be on the Saturday, and then we've got a good charity shop sweep, which was Nikki's idea for the junior competition on the Friday.
And what does that entail?
Well, they have to dress a mannequin with charity shop clothes that Nikki has been out and got, and they have to make a character, don't they, Nick? You were going to say?
Just got to take something old and make it into something new, a bit of reduce, reuse, recycle,
yes.
And turn and create their own outfit. And it was amazing how many people have dressmaker mannequins at home.
Who would have thought it? But no, it'll be good, that one, won't it? And then hopefully we'll have buckets in front of them so the public can vote on which one they think is the best, and that will get our eventual winner.
And how has the membership been this year? Because obviously we've had a couple of off years and now getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been quite tricky actually to fit everything into the calendar, hasn't it, with everything else that's going on. But we had an amazing turnout for the concert, obviously, and that was really successful yet again. So it's just, we'll see what it's like. Hopefully we'll get a good turnout for the stock judging. We've got 26 young farmers coming over from Lancashire and Wales as well for the show on the Saturday, so we'll hopefully get the inter-county dairy and stock judging done with them too. We have had a few members go over to the Royal Welsh and the Yorkshire show, so it's nice to welcome them back, and I've been speaking to them, like you say, on Facebook and things, and they're pretty excited to come over, so it'll be a good turnout, hopefully.
Yeah, really good. So looking at future events, Bryony, coming up in the year, we've got the anniversary dinner now. That's a special occasion.
Yes, the Federation turned 75 last year, but unfortunately we couldn't get a date for the dinner, just with everything being so booked up already. So we're at Ballacooley Equestrian Estate in Ballaugh on Saturday the 3rd of September, so it's fast approaching, but hopefully it'll be a really good turnout. We've invited all of the past Federation Committee role members, which was a huge task. We've had quite a few people on that, getting everyone's addresses, making sure we had like the secretary, the treasurer, the vice chairman and the chair of every year since 1946. Hopefully my maths is right there, yeah. So fingers crossed, everyone will get their letter in the next day or so if they haven't already, and then we'll have a good turnout. We've got some live music, a few speeches, we've got the function caterers doing the food, so canapes, drinks on arrival, a bit pushing it a bit out there for this one, so it's not every year the Federation will turn 75 or you have a big anniversary, so fingers crossed it'll be worthwhile.
Nikki, I'm assuming your family, the Kane family, have been hugely involved with it over the years.
Yes, and I actually came late to Young Farmers, and I wish I'd done it earlier, I have to say, but I have noticed just taking part, even like the public speaking, even though in like teaching I found that actually just made a massive difference, just being able to get up and speak in front of people, doing the public speaking. It's brilliant, all the different skills, and watching the young ones get involved, it's really nice.
Everyone is welcome from the age of 10 to 36, and then even once you've got past the age of 36, you can still be an associate member, keep up to date with everything that's going on. That's one thing that we want to change next year, is really get past members and associate members involved a bit more, get newsletters out to them, so the clubs are going to work on that themselves, and it's just like a thing for life. You meet your best friends for life, and it is a small community, but it's big hearted, everyone's really welcome, everyone's involved, so it's amazing.
Given so much back to charity.
Absolutely, yeah. The concert, we do that for charity. We do lots of little things for charity throughout the year. Obviously the Christmas tractor run, which will be the first weekend of December this year, organisation for that is underway, so that's a big earner for charity, which we absolutely love, and thank everyone for the support.
Each club's Christmas melly,
the
mellies at Christmas, sort of combining all the amount that each club raise.
Going back to social, how do we get tickets for the anniversary dinner?
So you can contact us on the Young Farmers email address, which is iomyoungfarmers@outlook.com. You can give me a shout on 417705, or this year we have actually gone a bit more technologically advanced. So you can go on to www.ticketsource.com or .co.uk. I'll have to check, it is on our poster, and you can buy tickets on there. They're £35 each, but they will be well worth your money, I hope.
And can they catch up with you at the Royal Manx at the weekend?
Yes, we will be there, absolutely. We will have an iPad, so you can go straight onto the website to buy tickets, or just give me your name. And we've got our new official merchandise on display at the show as well, so we'll have the website that we've teamed up with the print shed for that, so people can jump on that and get some gear.
There we go. That was Nikki Kane, Bryony Neal and Vicky Hargraves chatting about the Young Farmers and what they're up to at the moment.
Yes, always busy as well, isn't it? And that big dinner coming off for the Northern, isn't it, as well, in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, absolutely. 75 years of Young Farmers, and how many young people that they have seen come and go through that time and learn and hopefully develop into great young people of the countryside. But the passion's still there, Simon. Everybody wanting to get involved, and some great events there at the Royal Manx Show this coming weekend, so do go over and see them at their tent and get involved.
Yeah, it's funny when you look back at it all. You see them when they start their journey in the Young Farmers, and then the concerts, and Bryony, that little quiet girl, now she's the Federation Secretary, and confident as anything and doing a fantastic job like the rest of them.
They really are. They're absolute testament to the clubs, and just developing their personal skills there, like Nikki says, a teacher herself now, but some of the public speaking really helped her come through the years at university, and now the ability to teach in front of a class, all from Young Farmers. Fantastic. They're a credit to the Young Farmers movement.
Yes. Well, we'll leave it there for this week's Countryside. Don't forget to download the podcast if you want to hear it again, or if you've missed bits of it. That's on Manx Radio's website, and we'll be back next week. So from me, Simon Clark.
And me, Kirree Kermode.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Manx Radio's Countryside is brought to you by NFU Mutual.